Okay, Shabazz, can you please confirm that have you received the document?
Ma'am, I have received, but yes, ma'am, I can hear you. I have received, but the thing is that is it a PowerPoint presentation or something else?
I think this is the PDF format. I can convert it to PPT.
Please make sure it that it has been converted in PPT so that I could be able to get easily. Okay, guys. Mariam, ma'am,
Yes, you can call me Mariam as well. It's fine, Shabazz.
ma'am, I think so. We should start the session. Let me talk with everyone so that you can convert the document into PPT.
Yes, please keep them engaged, and I'm just sending you the file. So
Okay,
let's see.
perfect. So, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Mama Shabazz, and I am the trainer right now in this team, AISOL, AI Solution. So, first of all, I would like to tell you that today we have the session on pandemic situation and the business ideas, and we have business English training right now. So we will speak in English, and we will at least try to speak English so that we can make ourselves professional. Right now, if anyone who belongs to the beginning level or something else, so don't try to be upset. Inshallah, we will make your communication skill good. We will make we will enhance your communication power. You don't need to be worried at all. So let's start the session right now, and let me know who can talk with me right now. Anyone, please open your mic so that we can engage the session without getting started.
Assalamualaikum, Mr. Shibaz. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, sir. Alhamdulillah. I'm fine like a twinkle stars and sunshine. What about you?
I'm fine, Alhamdulillah. Having a nice day. The weather is
Okay.
so good here.
Okay, perfect. So your name is Sayed Hasib, and sir, I want to know about that. What do you think about this pandemic situation? Can you tell me any one idea about business? Either it belongs to the AI startup or something is related to economy. Any business
Sorry to
idea that you
interrupt
can tell me?
you, Shabazz,
Yes, yes.
but I've taken the files with you. You can check the file and let me begin the session, please. अभी हमारे पास बहुत कम टाइम है, तो हम जो start करते हैं उसके बाद we are going to have it around the session in the end. Alright, is it fine with you all?
Ma'am, have you sent me the document?
Yes, please check your email.
Okay, so ma'am, please start the session and I'm going to check it.
Alright, so first of all, I would like to note that am I audible to everyone?
Yes, you are audible.
Alright, so first we have to know that what is business English. Business English is a type of English used in business contexts such as international trade, commerce, and we can say that in banking and many other fields related to business where we are having some trade or professionalism or something like related to the industry and business. So, and it's really important for professional business communication as well when we are working in a professional environment. And when you go for an interview or when you're having a professional environment in your office as well. So if you have good communication skills and if you have good command on business English, that will make you like that you're going to stand out in your company as well, and it would be very beneficial for you. So the purpose of this course and training is to enhance your communication skills and to prepare the youth for the real life challenges in the industry. So let's begin, and I'm going to share some slides with you, and I'm going to elaborate it and explain it to you. But basically, our business English trainer is not available, and the problem is that he's severely ill and he's hospitalized. So I have to conduct this session myself. I'm the CEO of AISOL AI Solutions, Mariam Jamshed, as you all know me. So that's not my duty, but I have to conduct it because of the unavailability of our trainer. So can you all see the slides? First, let me know.
No, ma'am, the slides aren't visible right now.
It's
They
not
are visible
visible
now.
to you?
They are visible now.
All right, it's visible now. Okay, so let's begin. Yeah. So what is business English? I'm sorry, please excuse me. I'm still having a really sore throat. So business English is a specialized area of English relating to the language used in business. So that's clear. Business English focuses on the delegate's job, whereas the aim of those 4 skills that are used in general English. Basically, when you're learning the general English, we are focusing on 4 main skills, and these are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. In business English, it's how to be professional and how to enhance our communication skills in a way that we can communicate to the delegates and to international clients as well. So it focuses on the skills that most people need to be able to do their jobs well, and mostly for entrepreneurs, it includes writing emails and reports, making presentations, doing negotiations using the telephone, attending and participating actively in meetings or telephone conferences, receiving visitors, etc. Okay, so why says that? So you have to be skilled in this as well. You have to enhance your business English skills. You have to have a good command on business English. So when you're learning the business English, so what we're going to learn, first of all, we're going to learn that how to write emails in a professional way and how to write the reports and making the presentation, like what is the right way to present the presentations or how to write the content of the presentations. So that is the part of business English. It's not included in general English. So let's move on to the next slide. Importance of business English. So learning English for business will get you noticed and understood by the others. Okay, so when you're speaking English in a professional way and you know how to communicate professionally, then you're going to stand out in your company. If you're going to go for an interview and you're having an interview with someone, then you're going to stand out there as well. So it's really important. And if you're getting involved in a professional environment, so it's really crucial. Yes, it will help you climb the corporate ladder, but it will also help you express yourself in the best way possible. You can make yourself present yourself in a better way if you're having a good command on, and attract the kind of people who will support you in all your endeavors. And that's also clear. I think I don't need to explain it. If there is need of any explanation, or if you're not understanding anything, you can please turn on your mic and ask me. All right, we're not going to wait for the question and answer session. You can turn on your mic meanwhile. In the global environment, it has become common for non-native English speakers to study business English as a specific tool. With the aim of interaction, it demands business-oriented English vocabulary and a bunch of skills. So, in Pakistan as well, I think that we has a part, or I think there's a course of business English in all universities, I guess, because I have seen the course outline of MBA, BBA, and it includes the business English. If I'm wrong, please correct me. So these skills can include English letter writing, delivering presentations, and negotiating, or plain small talk. Okay, so plain small talk के लिए भी it's really important. Such skills are all the duration. Yeah, so it's a prerequisite for such corporation if you're working on some international project, or if you're dealing with some international clients like freelancing. If you're a freelancer, it's important for you to learn the business English and to write the reports or proposal in a correct way that your client is impressed and assigns you the work or project you're bidding for. So what's the next topic? All right, so types of business English. I'm really sorry for the bad throat. I hope I'm clearly audible to you guys.
I think you have some
Okay,
connectivity issue.
So you cannot hear me properly? Who's speaking? May I please know?
No, ma'am, you're not.
Omar? You cannot hear me properly. Some people are saying yes and some are saying no. I think you guys have some connection issue with yours on your side. It's not with me. Okay, some people are saying that my voice is so clear. So I'm confused right now.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, so I think I should continue. Is problem on your side? I think there's some problem with your connection who cannot hear me. Types of business English. We shall learn these three concepts during the training. Okay, so what we're gonna learn is we are gonna cover three concepts. First is the written one, and then verbal, and then professionalism. I hope it's clear to you guys, and I don't need to explain these three kinds of English. So, business conversation, business English questions. When we're getting trained, or when you're having the training, so we're going to cover some different concepts of business English. So this is the first concept, I guess, that business conversation, that how should we conversate, or what is the type of this business English. I think it's one of the types. Yeah, so business English questions, there are three types of business English questions: open-ended questions, closed-ended questions, and rhetorical questions. Let's have a look at what are these three types. Open-ended questions. You know that a question is open-ended when you hear one that begins with the question words. All right, so what are the question words? It can be anything like who, what, when, where, how. So these are the question words. Like,
Miss
who are
Mariam,
you? What is this?
I
Yes?
think you are audible, but the connectivity issues again.
Can you guys hear me properly?
Yes,
Connectivity
madam.
issues.
Yes, ma'am.
You are audible to us.
Okay, Alizan is saying crystal clear. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Alizan. I hope that I'm audible to everyone. Okay, he's saying that there's some issue with your network, your internet, Hasib. Okay, so what are open-ended questions? The questions are the sentence that begins with who, what, or any question word. So it can be anything like, who are you? What is this? Or when are you going there? Or when are you coming to my place? Or anything like that. They're simple words. But in a business context, not the general English, that is spoken English that we speak. we're going to see that how can we use these words in a business context. So open-ended questions. Open-ended questions is that you ask people to get people to talk. Okay, when you're having a business conversation and you want someone to talk to you, or you want to extend the conversation and you want the other person to talk to you, so you use the open-ended questions, but you don't know how long their answer will be. So that's obscure. You don't know that how it is gonna end. So if you're running the meeting, make sure you set a time limit so that people do not go on and on and on. So that's the main purpose, that you ask such deliberate questions that you know that its context not going to be so long, or the answer is not going to be so thoughtful about that what you're asking and what is the context, and you have to just think about the answer as well, that is it going to be perfect for the conversation or it's going to be too long. So the open-ended questions continued here. These questions require people to give an answer that goes beyond simply saying yes or no. Here are some examples. So its answer is never yes or no, but the answer is always long enough that it can go on and on and on. So let's say that you are trying to get people to come up with ideas, or then to try asking questions like these. So there are some examples that we're going to have a look at. Some examples are, these are the examples of open-ended questions. What goals are we trying to accomplish, or what can we improve how can we improve this process? So these are the questions, that common questions that we ask in business conversation, basically. So what options do we have? And you always know that these questions you're having to look at, you're seeing on your screen. I think that's visible to you all, and I'm audible to you all. So its answer is never yes or no, but its answer is lengthy enough that you're gonna make sure that its answer is not gonna be extended so long that you have to cut the other person or the conversation. That's also not good. That's unethical. So you have to be really careful about the questions as well. So these are just some examples. Let me read it out to you. Why have we seen such a downturn in sales this quarter? Okay, that would have a really long answer. And how can we increase our sales in the next quarter? All right, this is also gonna have a really lengthy answer. What questions do you have for increasing sales, or what problems might we face? So these are some examples of open-ended questions. So what we learned is that these questions start with a question word, and you don't know that how long the answer would be, and you are so unsure about it. So you have to deliberately first think about the question, and then you have to think about the situation as well, and then you should go with such open-ended question. For example, a list of goals or sales strategies, you may want to narrow the list down to the best options. So using the question words such as which goals should we be trying to accomplish this quarter, or which sales strategies will be the most effective. So these are some other examples of open-ended questions related to sales strategies. Maybe you want someone to give you their opinion about something that does not necessarily generate a list. So if that's the situation, that you don't want a list about something, you just want a narrow answer. So if so, try asking something like the following questions. So you can try these questions that are visible to you on this slide. What is the reaction to that? Or what is your opinion on this question or on this issue? How does that relate to our main objective? Or what do you think about bringing in a market consultant to help us find a way to improve our sales? What do you think about the new product design? So I hope that these questions are understandable and you can understand the context of this as well. Or do I need to explain it to you guys? Please let me know. No? So let's move on to the next slide. So the next type of business communication, the questions of the business communication, there are 3 types of questions in business communication. So this is the second type, and that is closed-ended questions. So closed-ended questions are, when you ask a closed-ended question, the responses you will usually get are yes or no. Okay, so what happened in open-ended? That its response is never yes or no, but a lengthy answer that you don't know how long it can go. And in the closed-ended questions, it's totally the other way. It's opposite to the open-ended question. It's like its answer is always yes or no. It's usually yes or no. There's also a chance that someone will say maybe or possibly. If they are uncertain, and they may also provide an explanation about why they're uncertain. Use these questions when you are trying to save time by getting a quick response or take a vote on an issue. I hope it's clear to you that its answer can be maybe or possibly. So when a person is uncertain, he's going to provide you the answer that why is he uncertain. Otherwise, its answer would be yes or no, usually. So these are the closed-ended questions. Closed-ended questions, that's continued here. Times when you want to move on to the next step in the process, finish discussion, or to obtain specific information, or move to the group towards making a unified decision. Okay, so you use this question when you have to obtain some specific information, or you finish a discussion or something like that. So examples are, then do we all agree that this is the best choice? All right, so this question is really clear that if you ask such question to your team or a group, so they will tell their opinion as well, that yes or no, or maybe they're going to be uncertain, so they're going to explain that why are they saying yes or no. So have we covered everything? Like I ask you right now, I ask you that, am I audible to you? So you all said that yes or no. We can say that that's a closed-ended question. Are we ready to move on then? So its answer would be yes or no. Is everyone ready to put their full support behind the solution? Or do we need to wait for Jen's return before making a final decision? I'm so sorry, it's too, and the size of this, I can increase the size so that I can read it properly. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. So the next question is, can everyone spare about another 30 minutes so that we can leave with a final decision? So these are all closed-ended questions, and their answer is usually yes or no or maybe. Sometimes maybe or possibly or some words like that, or someone is going to explain something if it's uncertain. So using closed-ended questions comes with 3 warnings. All right. So when you're using closed-ended questions, there are some warnings. Yes.
Mariam, sorry, I am interrupting you. Please, may you have click on present button so it can present it to all of us clearly. Right top corner on the click on present button so it maximizes the screen.
Where's it? Can you please help me find the button?
On the right top corner, besides share button. Right top corner.
Right top
it says
corner.
present.
Presentation.
Beside share, beside
Oh, in the slides. In the slide.
share. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Is it visible to you guys now?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's visible.
Awesome. It's perfect.
Okay, that's good. I was having a hard time reading the text as well. I think I didn't explore that as well. These are the Google slides and it's for the first time. All right, so let's move on to the next slide. So it says that when we're using closed-ended questions, there are 3 warnings as well, that there are some red points that like we have to focus on some warnings as well. And these are: choose the timing of closed-ended questions, and the number you ask wisely. Okay, so asking too many of these questions can frustrate the meeting participants or cause them to not to come forward with ideas. Okay, when we are asking close-ended questions, what happens, like the speaker keeps on speaking and speaking and speaking, and the other participants are just saying yes, no, or they're not participating properly. So it can come with these warnings as well. You have to take care of this as well. That you make sure that everyone is participating as well. So you don't have to use only the open-ended question, but some of the closed-ended questions and some of the open-ended questions. Okay, Mohsen or Hasib, who was speaking, how can I move these slides from here? Okay, fine, perfect. So realize that such questions will move the group in a direction that you want to go. So when you want to move your group in a specific direction, you can ask such questions like you're unable to answer in another way. They have to just say yes or no, or agree with you or disagree with you. But the group may not agree with your direction. So that's the main part. If enough people seem to agree, others with valid points that are opposed to your ideas may simply go along saying yes because they are in the minority. So that's the main thing that we have to take care of, that some might agree with you and some might say no or disagree with you. So you have to be careful about that. And then we have the third type of business English questions, and that's rhetorical questions. A rhetorical question is one that people already know the answer to. So why should you ever ask them? Yeah, that's a good question. Like when the people know the answer to question, so why are you asking such question? So let's have a look. This question type helps make a point or show that you are right about something. When you want to make sure that the person also agrees with you, or you want to make sure about something, so you ask a rhetorical question basically. So people often use them to make an argument about something they want, or they want others to agree with. Yeah, that's also one point. That's why you also ask rhetorical questions, that you want others to agree with or to make an argument about something that doesn't suit so. So what do these questions look like? Yeah, so these are some examples that I'm reading out, basically, that what do these rhetorical questions look like, or what are the examples of rhetorical questions. So these are some examples. Do we want to have a good Christmas season or not? So obviously the person knows the answer, and there's no need to ask such question, but to make the other person agree with you or to know the opinion of the other person, we ask such question. Wouldn't it be great if we increase the sales this season and prove the analysis wrong? So that's also a rhetorical question. Isn't Mary a great addition to our team? Don't you love the way she always comes to the meetings prepared? And she cuts right to the chase, doesn't she? Wouldn't it be great to have more people on our team like her? So basically the other person knows the answer to it, but the person who's asking her wants the opinion of the other person as well. And you can see the examples here, like all these questions are rhetorical questions. And I hope that is clear to you, that what is the purpose to ask the rhetorical questions. If you have any question, please let me know. So what do these questions look like? I think that's the same slide. Combining the three types. Okay, so we had a look at the three types of questions of the business English, and these were open-ended, closed-ended, and rhetorical. So in some conditions or situations, we have to just combine these three types. And how can we combine these three types, and in what situation or in what context? Let's have a look. Combination questions. Sometimes you need to combine the two types or maybe all types in accordance to the situation. Example, in a situation where you really want to avoid misunderstandings, Okay, so that's one situation. Use a combination of closed-ended and open-ended questions. First, use the open-ended question to probe and find out what the problem is. So what would be the question in this situation? The question would be, how do you know that this is the best form of security for our system? So to avoid the misunderstanding, in this situation, the person is asking a combination of both the open-ended and closed-ended. Let's see. Let's have a look that the question is starting with how, with a question. So that's open-ended. And on the other side, there's a combination of closed-ended question, a flavor of closed-ended question as well, that the question can end like yes or no, or maybe possibly, or something like that. So this is the example of the combination question in the situation of avoiding misunderstandings. So that's it for now. Okay, business English vocabulary. We can have a look at the vocabulary as well. So entrepreneurship. What is the meaning of entrepreneurship? The activity of setting up a business. I think everyone is familiar with this because it's so common these days that I want to be an entrepreneur, or I'm going to be a businessman, or I want to start my business, or there's some entrepreneurship contest going on. So I don't think that I need to elaborate or explain this word, or do we need to? Please let me know. Okay, who is an entrepreneur? A person who starts a business willing to risk loss and succeed. Okay, so the person who just starts a business and who's just bootstrapping the money and who's investing the money, and he doesn't know that he's so like there's some ambiguous situation that he doesn't know that I'm going to succeed or not, but still willing to put the money and then he succeeds, and that's called an entrepreneur. What is startup? A business that never existed before. So we can say that AISOL is a startup that we have started 2 months before. Before that, we were just working in a team of freelancers and we were doing some freelance work and projects. So that's a startup. We have started this business and it never existed before. And we can say that we are working on the foundations of this business. So it's called a startup. Vocabulary. So there are some words of business English that we're going to see. I hope that I'm audible to everyone and what I'm explaining is clear to everyone, and I'm not just I don't just keep on going and going and you don't understand anything, and if I'm unclear or when my voice is unstable or my connection is unstable, please let me know. So because I want everyone to understand what I'm telling you, because I'm not a professional teacher, I'm a programmer and I'm a entrepreneur as well. But because of the unavailability of our trainer, I have to conduct this session, and I hope that it goes well, and I hope that everything is clear to you. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm not a professional teacher. I have to do it because I don't have any trainer right now, and the trainer is severely ill and he's unavailable right now. So let's have a look at the vocabulary.
Mariam?
Clause. In business law. Yes?
एक मेंबर
Yes,
है
who's speaking? May I please know?
आयुष्मा है, एक मेंबर है आयशा, उनको समझ नहीं आ रही है तो
I couldn't get you, Arshma. आप प्लीज उनको मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही.
नहीं, उनको आवाज आ रही है, उनको इंग्लिश समझ में नहीं आ रही है तो देख लो.
हम एंड में क्वेश्चन आंसर्स ले लेंगे और आई होप कि उनको मैं जितने भी क्वेश्चंस हैं उनको आंसर कर सकूं.
ओके
ठीक है.
मरियम, आई विल सजेस्ट यू टू ट्राई टू बी
होने वाला है. स्लाइड्स जो है मैंने भी अभी देखी है, मैंने भी नहीं देखा था. जी हाँ
Mariam, I will suggest you to try to be bilingual so she or he can understand. So Am I audible to you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
You want me to speak in Urdu as well? To speak
Yes.
Urdu. Basically,
Can,
there are teaching ways called direct and indirect ways. So I don't want to use the that way that if I'm explaining some English, business English to you guys, and if I'm speaking Urdu, so I don't think that it would be appropriate for this situation. But I will try my best to speak Urdu as well. अभी मैं जो है उर्दू में ही आप लोगों से चले मैं बात करती हूँ और समझाती हूँ, ठीक है?
नहीं, ये उनके लिए आसानी होगी जिनको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, क्योंकि अगर किसी जो भी आप सेकेंडरी लैंग्वेज सीखते हैं या लर्न करते हैं तो आपको प्राइमरी लैंग्वेज का जो है सहारा लेना पड़ता है। तो अगर किसी को बिल्कुल बाउंसर जा रहा है तो वो भी जो है कोप अप कर सकता है हमारे साथ। तो आप बी बाइलिंगुअल सो ही और शी कैन कोप अप विद अस।
Okay, सही है. Vocabulary. So, clause. In business law, the noun clause refers to a statement or term in the contract. So, जो कोई हमारे पास एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आता है और इसके अंदर कोई एक ऐसा स्टेटमेंट या टर्म होती है जो हम उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में यूज़ करते हैं तो उसको हम क्लॉज कहते हैं। और वो कैसे होता है उसकी एग्जांपल्स मैं आपको बताऊंगी। लाइक एक कोई ऐसी टर्म जो हमारे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में यूज़ हो उसको हम कह सकते हैं, या किसी और कॉन्टेक्स्ट में भी बिजनेस इंग्लिश में यूज हो सकती है, वो क्लॉज कहलाती है। सो null and void. The null and void, it's one and we can say it in one say it as one word as well. So the phrase null and void, it's basically a phrase. तो ये phrase है refers to a contract or clause that's invalid or non-binding or which has no legal force. So, जिसकी जो है जो कोई हमारी एक ऐसी क्लॉज हो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के अंदर जो कि इनवैलिड हो, ठीक है, या फिर उसकी कोई जो है लीगल फोर्स ना हो, तो हम उसको कह सकते हैं null and void. So that's basically a phrase or something like that. So we can use it in contract or in the business context, and we can use it in different ways. So competitor, the noun competitor, it's basically a noun that refers to another business that is trying to perform better than your business and others in the same market. So इसमें क्या है कि competitor आपका वो होता है जो एक business के सामने कोई और business भी हो सकता है या कोई एक individual भी हो सकता है जो कि आपसे competition में हो और आपसे बेहतर perform करना चाह रहा हो। So we can call him or individual or the entity, कोई भी entity हो तो हम उसे कह सकते हैं कि वो हमारा competitor है। So counter offer. A counter offer is an offer you make in response to an offer made by the another party. If you're unhappy with an offer someone has made to you, you may make a counter offer. So counter offer is an offer you make in response to an offer made by another party. तो ये एक ऐसी काउंटर ऑफर हम उसको कहते हैं कि जो हम एक ऑफर अपनी जो दूसरी पार्टी के रिस्पॉन्स में बनाते हैं और आप उससे अनहैप्पी हैं या फिर ऑफर करते हैं कोई ऐसी चीज़ जो आपको ऑफर हुई है उसके काउंटर में, तो हम कह सकते हैं कि दैट्स ए काउंटर ऑफर. So consensus. The noun consensus refers to an idea or opinion that's been agreed or on by everyone. तो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि एक ऐसी चीज़ जिसके ऊपर जो है हर कोई अग्री कर रहा हो, और जिस तरह हमारे पास कोई एक ग्रुप है और उसका कोई ऐसा आइडिया या ओपिनियन मैं लेके आती हूँ AISOL में और फिर आप सब अग्री करते हैं, तो वी कैन से दैट कि वो कंसेंसस है और इसके ऊपर मेजॉरिटी जो है हमारी हर कोई बल्कि अग्री कर रहा है. एवरीवन इज अग्रीइंग. So visual aids. So visual aids are things like charts, pictures, maps, etc. अब मैं ये कह सकती हूँ कि जो अभी मैं प्रेजेंट कर रही हूँ आप लोगों से, जो प्रेजेंटेशन है मेरी और ये जो स्लाइड्स आप देख रहे हैं, इट्स पार्ट ऑफ विजुअल एड्स. तो ये हमारी विजुअल एड्स का एक हिस्सा है और आप लोगों को इसके थ्रू मेरी बात और मेरी कम्युनिकेशन जो भी मैं आपसे कर रही हूँ उसमें हेल्प दे रहा है और समझने में आसानी हो रही है. You commonly use visual aids if you're giving presentation or when you're in a meeting. So I hope that's clear to you कि आप ये तब use करते हैं कि जब कोई presentation है या कोई meeting है. I don't think कि मुझे इसको और explain करने की जरूरत है. Okay, so आप लोगों से question है यहाँ पे कि tell me the meaning of null and void. आप लोगों को किसी को याद है या फिर वैसे ही मालूम होगा पहले से? ये कॉमन वर्ड्स हैं जो बिल्कुल बेसिक से हमने स्टार्ट किए हैं.
नल एंड वॉइड का मतलब है कि ये एग्जिस्ट नहीं करते या ये एप्रोप्रिएट नहीं है. कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स में अगर गिवन है तो ये हम इसको परसू नहीं कर सकते, आगे लेके नहीं चल सकते. तो ये वहाँ उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में ये यूज करेंगे नल एंड वॉइड आई गेस.
और जिसकी कोई लीगल वैल्यू नहीं है, जिसकी कोई लीगल वैल्यू एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती, दैट टर्म्स कैन बी यूज्ड फॉर दैट.
बिल्कुल. और एनीवन? आई होप के आंसर हो गया. और किसी और को ये आंसर नहीं करना चाहता तो लेट्स मूव ऑन. व्हाट इज द ओपन एंड क्वेश्चन? व्हाट इज ओपन एंड क्वेश्चन? ओपन एंडेड में क्या होता है, बस एक लाइन बता दें ताकि मुझे ये पता चले कि आप लोग जो है इन्वॉल्व हैं.
ओपन एंडेड क्वेश्चन में इस तरीके से होता है कि जो भी क्वेश्चन किया जाए उसके आगे उसका आंसर जो है उसमें हमारे पास मल्टीपल ऑप्शन हो सकते हैं, उसमें हम मजीद बात से बात कर सकते हैं. वो ओपन एंडेड क्वेश्चंस होते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम किसी प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर बात कर रहे हों तो हम प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में अगर उसकी डिटेल आस्क करेंगे तो ये जो होगा ये ओपन एंडेड क्वेश्चन होगा जिसमें डिटेल्स में आगे मजीद बात आगे बढ़ती चली जाएगी. दिस इज ओपन एंडेड क्वेश्चन.
आप किसी और को बिल्कुल
सॉरी.
और ये स्टार्ट भी होते हैं तो किसी क्वेश्चन से, और ये किसी क्वेश्चन वर्ड से स्टार्ट होते हैं.
सही.
ताकि सामने हमारी कन्वर्सेशन जो है वो रोलिंग में रहे और कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो. बिल्कुल सही आपने कहा. आई डोंट नो कि नेम क्या है क्योंकि मैं सामने से थे. और एनीवन एल्स कोई और एक्सप्लेन करना चाहेगा? ठीक है, आई थिंक ये आंसर हो गया है हमारा. और ये बिल्कुल हमारी बेसिक्स थी और बिल्कुल हमारा फर्स्ट सेशन था, तो हमने जीरो से समझने के स्क्रैच से स्टार्ट किया ताकि सबको समझ आए. ओके, तो हमारे स्लाइड्स भी यहाँ पे एंड हो गए, तो थोड़ी सी हम बात कर लेते हैं और फिर हम इसको एंड करेंगे. जी प्लीज, एनी क्वेश्चन?
Can we get this slide personally?
Yes, it will be available to you. It will be provided to you anytime. उमर, मैं आपको पर्सनली दे दूंगी व्हाट्सएप पे.
Okay.
जी, और कोई क्वेश्चन भी देख लेती हूँ अगर कोई है तो. ये किसी ने मुझे यहाँ पे चैट में आंसर किए हुए हैं कुछ क्वेश्चंस आई थिंक जो मैंने पूछे थे. थैंक यू इकरा. आई एम नॉट अ ट्रेनर बेसिकली, लेकिन अगर आपको समझ आ गई मेरी बात तो काफी है. ठीक है, इसमें कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं मिल रहा मुझे, तो आप लोग अगर खुद कोई क्वेश्चन करना चाहते हैं तो कर लें, वरना फिर हम एंड करते हैं. नेक्स्ट सेशन हमारा है मिस्टर मुजम्मिल शाह के साथ और वो हमें ज्वाइन करेंगे. ही इज अ डेटा साइंटिस्ट एट IBM एंड ही इज अ फॉर्मर डेटा एनालिस्ट ऑफ माइक्रोसॉफ्ट. तो उनका बहुत अच्छा इंडस्ट्री में एक्सपीरियंस रहा है और बहुत कुछ है हमारे पास उनसे सीखने के लिए. तो आई होप कि हमें और भी ज़्यादा लोग कल ज्वाइन करें और उनसे क्वेश्चंस करें और उनसे सीखें, बिकॉज क्वेश्चन के बगैर आप कुछ सीख नहीं सकते. माइंड में क्वेश्चंस आएंगे इसका मतलब कि आप समझ रहे हैं, और आपके माइंड में क्वेश्चंस ही नहीं आते तो आप कुछ समझ नहीं रहे होते. ये मेरा ओपिनियन है, आई डोंट नो, लेकिन मुझे ये लगता है कि लर्निंग के लिए कुछ अपने क्वेश्चन ऐसे होने चाहिए जिससे हम जो हमारे यकीनन सबके पास कोई ना कोई क्वेश्चन होता है. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि हमें सब कुछ पता हो, और जब हमारे पास कोई इंडस्ट्री का एक्सपर्ट आता है या हमारे पास कोई ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस बंदा आता है जिसका हमें ये ज़रूरत होती है कि हम उसके एक्सपीरियंस से सीखें, क्योंकि दैट्स द बेस्ट वे ऑफ लर्निंग. तो उसके लिए आप अपने क्वेश्चन तैयार रखते हैं कि जो हर्डल्स आप फेस कर रहे हैं, जो चैलेंजेस आपको आ रहे हैं, या आप करियर की कोई गाइडेंस चाह रहे हैं कि आपको वो ही करियर परस्यू करना है या उससे रिलेटेड करना है तो वो आपको बहुत अच्छा गाइड कर सकता है। तो प्लीज़ आप मिस्टर मुजम्मिल के सेशन के लिए तैयार रहिएगा और हमें ज्वाइन करिएगा। और अभी के लिए अगर कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है तो फिर आई एम साइनिंग ऑफ।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम,
जी।
एक क्वेश्चन है
यस प्लीज।
मैम। जैसे इंग्लिश लेवल में हमने जो इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज कोर्सेज जितने भी हम करते हैं उसमें जो इंग्लिश की टाइप्स बताई जाती हैं वो 3 तरह की बताई जाती है। वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन होती है, हमारी एक लिसनिंग होती है, एक स्पीकिंग होती है और एक रिटर्न होती है। सॉरी, 3 होती है। तो बिजनेस इंग्लिश में ये तीनों हमारे लिए नेसेसरी है या स्पीकिंग सबसे ज़्यादा इसमें जो है वो वर्थफुल रहेगी हमारे लिए?
बिजनेस इंग्लिश की मैंने आपको ये जैसे पीपी टाइप्स बताएं कि इसके अंदर हम ये तीनों टाइप्स कवर करेंगे, जिसके अंदर हम रिटन में देखेंगे कि कैसे जो है वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स लिखने हैं, कैसे रिपोर्ट्स बनानी है या कैसे प्रेजेंटेशंस बनानी है। उसके बाद वर्बल में भी हम होंगे और उसको भी हम कवर करेंगे। और थर्ड जो है वो होंगी हमारे प्रोफेशनलिज्म। तो प्रोफेशनलिज्म में ये था कि प्रोफेशनल कम्युनिकेशन भी आ गई, उसके अंदर रिटन भी आ गई, उसको सब कुछ हम प्रैक्टिकली देख रहे होंगे। तो उसके लिए हमें बहुत अच्छे ट्रेनर की ज़रूरत है जो एक एक्सपीरियंस हो, जिसका बिजनेस से भी और जिसकी इंग्लिश भी बहुत अच्छी हो, जिसका एक्सपोजर रहा हो इस फील्ड के अंदर। तो आई एम ट्राइंग माई बेस्ट कि मुझे बहुत अच्छा कोई ट्रेनर मिले कि मैं आपको बेस्ट क्वालिटी की ट्रेनिंग कर सकूं। और मैं कर रही हूँ, मुझे खुद सही नहीं लग रहा, ठीक है, क्योंकि मैं कोई प्रोफेशनल ट्रेनर नहीं हूँ और मैं ट्रेनिंग दे रही हूँ तो बिल्कुल भी सही बात नहीं है। और मैं बस ये मजबूरी में आज आप लोग के सामने इसे प्रेजेंट करती हूँ। इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट सेशन में मैं बहुत अच्छा कोई प्रोफेशनल लेके आऊँगी। बेसिकली मैं थोड़ी सी ऑक्यूपाइड थी तो मैं उस पर काम नहीं कर सकी इस ट्रेनर की वजह से। तो आई होप कि वो और बेहतर तरीके से आप लोगों को समझाएंगे।
क्योंकि मैम जो सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है हमारा 80% की सबसे ज़्यादा जो है वो स्पीकिंग में प्रॉब्लम होती है। रिटन भी लोग जो है वो मैनेज कर लेते हैं, लाइक हमारे स्कूल लेवल और देन कॉलेज लेवल देन यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल भी, इवन प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में भी रिटन स्किल्स और लिसनिंग स्किल्स तो फिर भी सबकी जो है वो बताई जाती है। सबसे ज़्यादा जो है स्पीकिंग में सबको प्रॉब्लम होती है, जो मैंने ऑब्जर्व किया इस राउंड।
स्पीकिंग के लिए हम ये करेंगे कि स्पीकिंग को इन्हांस करने के लिए स्किल्स हम इंग्लिश में बात करें, जितनी ज़्यादा हो सके इंग्लिश बोलें और हम लोग उसको प्रैक्टिस में लाएं। हम अपने एक्सेंट को भी बेहतर करने की कोशिश करें, हम अपने प्रोनाउंसिएशन पे भी बहुत जोर दें। उसके साथ साथ हम कम्युनिकेशन कैसे की जाती है अप्रोप्रिएट वे में वो भी देखें और फिर हम स्पोकन इंग्लिश सिर्फ और सिर्फ बोलने से सीख सकते हैं।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू अब्दुल अलीम। यस, आई होप कि और कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है तो फिर मैं एंड करती हूँ। ओके, आई होप दैट सबको क्लियर हो गया होते हैं। और कल आपको सबको आना है। प्लीज़ मेक श्योर कि आप लोग की जो है परफॉर्मेंस भी देखी जाएगी और परफॉर्मेंस रिपोर्ट बनेगी। तो उसके हिसाब से आप लोगों को जो है बहुत ज़्यादा वीकली टास्क भी अपने देखने हैं, अपनी जो है जितनी ड्यूटीज़ और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ हैं उनको भी देखना है। एक टीम में कनेक्टेड रह के सबको काम करना है। और इंशाल्लाह ताला मैं अभी अपने प्रोजेक्ट से फारिग होकर आप लोगों के साथ और एक्टिव रहूँगी और आपको और गाइड करने की कोशिश करूँगी कि हम सब मिलकर काम करें। ठीक है, थैंक यू फॉर योर टाइम, थैंक यू so much for joining us and have a good day, have a good evening basically, and आप लोगों से बात करके बहुत अच्छा लगा, आपके क्वेश्चन जान के। Take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.